Are you ready to shift your energy, build your confidence, and manifest your dreams? The other day I started Natanya Bravo's 30-day DeLuLu Mindset Challenge because you may feel delusional putting your time and energy into it. This isn't just about manifesting. It's about shifting your energy and aligning your social media goals so that you can build the thriving business that you always imagined you could have. So what it is it's 30 days of 10 different activities that will allow you to reconnect with your intuition, to feel more aligned energetically with your goals. Now let's think about that for a second. These 10 activities shouldn't take that much time for you to accomplish. In fact, you can double dip some of them. For example, while I'm out walking like this is also when I do my quiet time. This is also when I do my affirmations. This is also when I do my gratitude and my forgiveness activities. So let me tell you what these 10 activities are. And hopefully you'll decide that you want to embrace all 10 of them, 7 of them, 5, maybe even just one activity to help you shift your energy to be more aligned with your business goals. And these may not be in the order that let me check my notes. I forgot her name. It is Natanya. These may not be in the order that Natanya provided, but it doesn't matter, and you can do them in any order that you want. The first one is scripting. What scripting is very similar to journaling if you're not familiar with it. The difference is that you put yourself with excited emotion into a time and place in the future when you have accomplished your goal. Now the key here is that it's not when you accomplish your goal. It's not when you make your first sale, when you enroll your first client, when you become fully booked. It's experiencing the excitement of your new normal where you just know that this is my life. This is how things work for me. And it's a very different energy because you're just looking at your day in the life of the successful version of yourself. So this is a very fun activity. So I invite you to give it a try. And whether you decide to stick with it for 30 days or not, every once in a while, put yourself into the future and imagine life as if the wondrous things are already in place. Let me stop for just a minute to talk about the 30 days. It's a common belief, common theory, that after 21 days or 30 days, you can install a new habit in your life, in your routine. I'm not quite sure I agree with that. I believe that 21 days, 30 days is more like that testing ground to see if it's something you want to do. Because I believe that all of us, we can stick with something for 21 to 30 days. Especially people like me who are very determined, very goal-oriented. And I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to push through to accomplish that goal. But here's the thing. We don't want the energy of this challenge or of anything in our life to be that push energy. We want it to be that calmer, gentler, peaceful flow energy, the allowing energy. As Abraham Hicks calls it, the path of least resistance energy. So for 21 days, we can push ourselves to do things, no doubt about it. But then after you've reached that goal, your interest in it, your determination, it may wane and say, So I look at the 21 or 30-day period as your proving ground, as your opportunity to determine if this is something you really want to do. Does the challenge itself feel aligned with you? And you won't know that until you give it a try, right? So that's how I look at this experience. So far, I am 5 days into it. And I have trouble with one of the activities. And I'll tell you that when we get to it. Because it's so far out of my nature, out of my comfort zone. But I've been doing it. I have been taking a deep breath before it and It's usually towards the end of the day because I've forgotten. But we'll see how it goes, and I'll try to remember to let you know at the end of these 30 days. So, gave you the first one, which is scripting. And the second one is affirmations. And these are a great way to just be kind to yourself, to remind yourself of your worth, to feed your inner being with beautiful messages. I have an app that I downloaded in 2020. I used to use it faithfully. Then I switched phones, reinstalled the app, but all of my recordings were gone. And the beautiful thing about this particular app, and I'm sure there are many out there, if you want to know which specific app I use, drop a note in the comments, and I'll dig it up for you. But the beautiful thing about this app is it's in my own voice. I get to record the affirmations I want. They provide some pre-written ones, some beautiful affirmations, some from Hal Elrod. There are some that are focused on specific themes like entrepreneurship, well-being, health, relationships, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to use. But then you record them in your own voice. And it feels weird at first, but then your heart, your soul, your inner being is hearing and responding to you telling it these beautiful messages. And it's powerful. There are times when I'm listening to my own voice telling me how beautiful I am that it almost brings me to tears. And I invite that for you. And if you record them in your own voice, a little tidbit that I found worked for me is restate the affirmation 3 times, unless it's a really long one, in which case I do it twice. But I found when I originally got this app, I just recorded them once, and then they repeat, or they cycle through like a playlist. But there were times that I really would have liked to have soaked in the message of one affirmation a few times. And so I started recording them 3 times, and that's beautiful. So the third DeLuLu activity, the delusional activity to help you manifest whatever you want, is a gratitude list. We're all pretty familiar with gratitude lists. It's just enjoying and being grateful for everything you have in the moment, for celebrating the things, the people, the circumstances of your past. It's just reminding yourself of how remarkable life is, how remarkable your life is. And the fourth one is a forgiveness activity. And sometimes we overlook this. We hold on to the old pains, the old wounds. And there's a saying, I'll butcher it, sorry, about how when we don't forgive, it harms us more than it harms the other person. And letting yourself go, letting yourself acknowledge that life is imperfect, relationships fall apart, people say and do things that harm us. And even if we move beyond them, still that lingering pain is there. And so forgiveness work allows us to move past that, to release that energy that's within it, because it's that type of energy that feeds into our doubts, our fears, our uncertainties. I think I'm on number 5. Number 5 is mirror work, which I heard about this from Louise Hay. She has a book, I think it's actually called Mirror Work. And this is looking in the mirror and telling yourself that beautiful things. These are affirmations spoken to you, eye to eye with you. When I first did this, it was very, very uncomfortable. It becomes easier over time. Don't be surprised if emotion doesn't come up. It's a natural part of this process. But mirror work is powerful. And then we have dance. Now this one is the one that I always forget and I struggle with, because one of my bold claims to fame is that I am not a dancer. And this statement has come back to bite me several times. And it's not so much that I dislike dancing. I don't know how to do it. I don't have much rhythm, natural rhythm. But as an introvert who prefers to be on the sidelines naturally, who prefers to watch other people doing things, and I prefer my experiences to be solo, it's just never been something that has really appealed to me. And even music itself, I am someone who prefers silence over having the radio on in the car, and that type of thing. So dance is the one that I struggle with most. And as we go through this list, let me know which one you picture to be the challenging one for you. Another one is, let me pause and check my notes. Forgiveness, listen to physical movement. What I'm doing right now, I'm out here walking, sharing this message with you, trying out some new filming equipment, using my gimbal today. We'll see how it goes. Yes, but physical movement, and you can double dip, like I said at the beginning. Dance can be your physical movement. Just recognize and embrace that this is what you're doing. Acknowledge it. Don't just do it because you do it. I walk every day, but I can't say that I honestly look at and appreciate the value of walking every day, of what I'm doing for my body, what I'm doing for my spirit, what I'm doing for my soul, what I'm doing for my business by being out walking. Because you know what happens? For me, walking is very much like those shower moments. The ideas come to me when I'm out walking, and it really ruins my walking pace because I'm out walking and I get these ideas. So I have to pause, and I'll either tap it in if it's something short, or I'll do a voice memo. But this is where a lot of inspired ideas come to me, and they might come to you as well when you're having a challenge within your business anytime. Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's within your business, you're working on creating content or designing a program for your clients, debating which social media platform you want to promote your services on. If you're feeling stuck, you're starting to doubt yourself, you're feeling uncertainty, and you're thinking, why does it have to be so hard? Get up and move. Dance a little bit. Just shake your arms out. Do kind of like the funky chicken with your legs. Do something to move your energy around. Take a break. Take a nap. I love how Abraham Hicks frequently says, one of the best ways to shift your energy when you're stuck, when you're caught thinking of the things that you don't want, is to take a nap, because it resets everything for you. It allows you to break free of what you were thinking about, and the things that were bringing you down. Movement can do that too. Tony Robbins talks about shifting your state, and that's exactly what that is. And then, all right, got to check my notes again. Sorry, too many things in my hands. Silent meditation. I'm not quite sure what number we're on, but silent meditation. This is taking time. I sometimes enjoy guided medications, yes. I sometimes enjoy guided meditations, but this is silent. This is sitting there with your own thoughts, your own sense of self. Focus on your breathing. Set your alarm for 10 minutes and just be quiet. And yes, your thoughts are going to troll you. They're going to start interrupting you, whether it's with the things you could have done, should have done, would have done, or it's the doubts and the fears. But if you're going to think about anything, focus your thoughts on that future self with your dreams achieved, living that new normal of your life, because that's where you want your energy to be. And of course, you can always just focus on your breathing. There's power in our breath that restores our connection with ourselves, with source energy. All right, checking the notes again. Identity embodiment. This was one I had a little bit of a hard time grasping what she meant until I finally got my interpretation of it. And this is when you acknowledge who you are, even if you haven't the physical manifestation of it yet. Now here's an example. Many years ago, I trained for a sprint triathlon, which consisted of a quarter-mile swim, a 5K 3.1 mile run, and a 12-mile bike ride. So I'm at the event the day of, and I finished it. I was so excited. I finished all three activities, and I want to go back to where I had left my bicycle in the staging area. My husband, kids, and I were walking towards that area, and someone is standing there, one of the volunteers for the race, and she says, "Oh, only athletes are allowed beyond this point." And I froze. I'm thinking, but my stuff's up there. How do I get my stuff if only athletes are allowed up there? I just paused and I froze. My husband leans over and he whispers, "Psst, you're the athlete." It's like, I'm an athlete? I'm not an athlete. And then it occurred to me, oh, I guess I'm an athlete. So embody who you are. I am an energy worker. I help people shift their energy. On this channel, I'm focusing on helping people shift their energy around using social media to market their coaching and healing practices. And as I'm doing that, the program that I promote is one that is also a business in and of itself. But I look at it as an internship to learn the skills. But sometimes it's hard to make that shift, to think about learning new skills, because they are going to indicate you're on a path to being something that you currently are not. And so the identity embodiment practice. Let me know what you think of this one. Let me know who you will be in the future as you continue on this 30-day challenge, as you embrace some of these energy shifting activities, and as you become more connected to who you are, who you want to be, and know that you're worth it. You are worthy of it. And then the 10th activity on this list, and I did save this one for last intentionally because this is a really fun one. This one is to follow the excitement, especially when you are having kind of a so-so, same old day, and life is feeling just kind of meh, and you just have this thought, this spontaneous idea to do something a little weird. Go for it. Let yourself do it. Take that break. Your heart was telling you this is something that will be good for you, so follow that. Recently, I was laying in bed. It was about 2:30 in the morning. Couldn't go to sleep. I looked out our back window and I could see a star, or it might have been a planet, just shining so brightly out there. And as I record this, we're just past the new moon, and I thought, oh, I should go outside, just look at the stars. But my bed was so warm. Might be cold outside, but I did it. I just went outside, and don't tell anyone, I was butt naked. But I went outside and I just stood under the stars, looked up in the sky, and it's like, wow. Oh, there's Orion. Oh, okay, let me see if I can find the Big Dipper. Where's the Big Dipper? There's the Big Dipper. Cassiopeia, Cassiopeia, there you are. I'm just looking at the stars, and I was out there for maybe 3, 5, 8 minutes. And I went back inside. It was a little chilly out there, curled up against my husband. I just lay there thinking, that was fun. That was something exciting. That's something that I've thought of doing before. But on many nights I think of it and I just don't do it. But because of this challenge, I said, follow the excitement. There's something you're going to see or learn or experience out there. So it was wonderful. And as a bonus, Natanya offers a number 11, which is to celebrate your small wins. And sometimes recognize that your small wins, those are actually the biggest wins of all. Those are the hop on the bed and jump around wins. Those are the ones to just do a little booty dance. Those are those wins. Those are special. Celebrate them. Because when you celebrate your wins, you will do more. So those were the activities that were offered in the delusional challenge, the DeLuLu challenge. And I invite you to let me know if you're going to participate, if you're going to join me in it. And when you take the time to direct each one of them towards your business growth, towards your coaching or healing practice, it's going to help you stay focused, to manifest and bring that into this 3D world that we live in. Because first they have to happen in our thoughts. They have to happen in our feelings. We have to know how we are going to feel in our heart when it happens. And when we can feel that feeling today, it just opens the floodgates for it to come in. So if you have any questions, comments, feedback on this challenge, your thoughts about it being 30 days, please let me know. I will answer them if you write them in the comments. Let's finish up with this. You can practice this challenge imperfectly. You can start with 1 or 2 or 3 of the activities. You can bundle them together. You can do this challenge however it works for you. And then hopefully, at the end of 30 days, you'll realize how valuable it's been for you. You will have fit these activities into your daily routine, so it will be easier to continue it. And if there are some activities that after 30 days still don't feel right to you, don't resonate with you, drop them or switch them with something else. Or focus your scripting on suddenly enjoying and being excited to do this particular activity. For me, that would look like, today I got up, the first thing I did was dance, because it has been feeling so great to move my body that way. See how it works for you. All right, I guess I'm done. Have an amazing day. Thanks for watching.